Okay. So we need to wrap it up quickly, but Jody, I know you wanted to talk a little bit about the future and the vision for the Guadalupe Bay Park.
Right. Yeah, we've just gone through a visioning process. We got a $50,000 grant from the Knight Foundation to put together a true 20, 30, 40-year look forward of what the Park and Gardens will eventually look like. And it's been an exciting process. We used Ken K. Associates out of San Francisco to help us with that visioning. And there's sort of three components of it. One is sort of a redevelopment of Discovery Meadow, putting in perhaps an amphitheater of some kind, because the city is really low on amphitheater outdoor festival space. And then the second component is increasing our connectivity within the park. There are some trails that dead end, and it's not apparent where you might travel, so we'd like to improve some of that. And then the big piece is a lot more work for our gardens area. It's a huge area. It's in the flight path for the airport. Improving our visitor center, just really cool new features, new varietal gardens. We'd like to do something that would be similar to, Ohlone Indian medicinal plant garden, natives, native gardens. And one really cool thing that I just have to mention are the possibility of some fountains that would be activated by the noise of a plane going over. We can't have water features because of the attraction of birds. So these would be things that would be completely flat. A plane goes over, they go off.
As someone who lives in the flight path, can you put one of those in my backyard?
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Exactly.
Wow, so it sounds like you have some amazing plans for the future, and you're really set up to be documenting all this and doing this on the internet. I love the nature and the technology balance that your organization has achieved. Thank you so much for coming in today to tell us all about it.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it.
Thanks.
And we'll be right back. Welcome back. So this is one of my favorite parts of the show, when we get to meet actual producers who are working in the field and doing such amazing work. So I want to welcome both of you to the show. Thank you for joining me. And we sort of have a representation of someone who's been doing it for quite a while. 18 years, Gary?
Something like that, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's been 18 years of just a lot of fun doing this show, Minding Your Business.
And Heather, you've been doing it for a year, less than a year.
Just about, yeah.
Just about a year.
February was the first filming in the studio on this stage.
That's great, great. So your show's called Minding Your Business.
Right.
And yours is SV Tags. Can you tell us what that stands for?
Sure, it's Silicon Valley Tech, Art, Green, and Sustainability. So tags being technology, art, green, and sustainability, and SV for Silicon Valley.
Okay, great. And can you each tell me just quickly what your shows are about?
Heather?
Sure, well, the idea of SV Tags came to me when I did a Sunset Popular Science House with a client, and there was such great information that I was leaving the house, pre-opening, and researching till 2 or 3 in the morning, all these great products and information and recycled things. So technology, art, green, and sustainability is really looking at all of those categories and what's going on in the valley here and beyond. So energy, sustainable wine growers, which we haven't gotten into that on the show yet. And other things around that topic, LEED homes, LEED buildings, build it green, different things like that. So, yeah.
It's a lot to cover.
Yeah.
You could make shows for many, many years to come.
I think I have a show plan that's 72 shows out.
Excellent.
And there's some in my head that haven't gone on the show plan, so
that's great.
Yeah, so we have a lot.
And Gary, what does your show cover?
Well, first of all, Trish, I'd like to thank you and Create TV and Heather for this opportunity to be here. Minding Your Business is a half-an-hour interview show, and it airs on 10:30 on Tuesday nights. It's evolved into a kind of an eclectic program of personalities and community-based organizations. I really like to offer maybe organizations that kind of fly under the radar a little bit, that need a forum to get their message out, nonprofits, especially in this economy, personalities, whether it be candidates or local people that are moving our community forward, an opportunity to get their message out over Minding Your Business and Create TV. So we kind of it's kind of a gig. It's a fun thing, and when it becomes work, I'll give it up. But it's not been work for 18 years, and I'm looking forward to a longer run with Minding Your Business. And people can check out the show on my website. It's www.sharalaw.com.
Okay, so that's a great introduction to my question, which is you are a lawyer by profession.
And don't hold that against me now.
I won't.
Okay.
But I'm wondering, how does your day job sort of influence the work you do on your show? And then Heather, I'd like for you to address the same question.
Yeah, that's an excellent question. You know, my day job is personality driven too. I'm a business attorney, and I work with people, and I've always been a people person. So the show is a natural extension of what I like to do, and that's work with people. So it's really been, it's no big different change in my persona to host the show as it is to help people in business and solve problems for people in their business needs. So
is your legal work is your legal work related to business?
Yes, my legal practice, my law practice is related to people in business. I am a business and corporate attorney.
Okay, great. So that's a real clear connection.
Right.
And Heather?
So I started a marketing consulting company in 2002, and you know, I'm a people person too, and you know, it's for me. I have a journalism degree and a marketing business degree from San Jose State, so I'm a local gal, and I never really used that journalistic side of my brain, and so this has kind of, you know, been something fun that I get to look at that, but I'm also looking at the new businesses and startups and the new technology that comes out of Silicon Valley. So that's really fun for me, and it's like play too. It's something fun outside of work, but it is connected too, because you're meeting people with the U.S. Green Building Council and other organizations that are connected. We had let's see, a couple of nonprofits on here. Sustainable Silicon Valley, which is part of Silicon Valley Leadership Group, that was founded by them and the EPA. We also had the Sierra Club, which was originally started here in the 1800s, late 1800s. So, you know, it's great because it's letting me research some things and then also share that with the public and educate.
So I'd like each of you to tell me a highlight, and I know that for Gary that might be challenging, so there's been so many shows in your past, but what was a favorite show of yours and why? Well,
and I have some of those, but I wanted to give a shout out, if I may, Trish, to Create TV, because as you say, I've hosted and produced my show for a long time, and I've seen public access in our community evolve from Gil Cable when I first started on Gish, to AT&T, to Comcast, now to Create TV. And I really want to say that, and I have a perspective for saying this, that Create TV, since they have taken over the production of public access and education, have moved the ball really forward to produce this type of a program that informs the community about what producers are doing and what shows are involved, and to educate and to encourage the community to get involved with public access. So it's a nice shout out to Create TV. Congratulations on a great job.
Well, we'll take the compliment and right back at you.
Absolutely.
That's why we're having you on the show.
and a quick thing on a show. I had years ago. I had a guy who developed a putter. Now I'm a 15 handicap golfer, okay, and he developed this putter that he came on the show saying that this was going to make you be a scratch golfer. You can't miss with this putter, you see. And so I had him on the show, and he was telling me all about the design and how it was going to, you know, get the ball rolling from the putter head and all this kind of stuff. Well, all of a sudden he gets me up on the dais, like we're sitting here, but we had a putting green and a little cup, and he this was not rehearsed. So he gets me about 8 feet away. He says, "Gary, come on, putt the ball in. You know, I'll show you how the putt." And I'm a 15 handicapper, and I'm thinking, if I miss this putt by 2 feet, this show will never see the light of day, you know. So fortunately, I make the 8-foot putt, you know, and I'm looking at this putter and saying, well, maybe you got something there. So anyway, it was just one of those things that happened out of
some of those spontaneous moments that happen on television. Excellent.
So, and also to add to what I just said about the career and connecting with Create TV, and yes, thank you for having this source here for businesses, nonprofits, and for citizens. It's an added thing to my toolbox as a public relations and marketing person, and it is kind of the wave of marketing and public relations for businesses. So Create TV can be a really great source for nonprofits, businesses, and people who are trying to start up businesses. So I think that being said, the video aspect of, you know, the Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and the future of YouTube and what have you, this is a great source for businesses and nonprofits and et cetera.
Well, great. Thank you so much. We appreciate both of your support and involvement here at Create TV, and we look forward to seeing many, many more episodes of your shows produced here. So thank you both for coming on today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.